The most controversial topic today. My throat chakra has been expanding and screaming at me until I go ahead and speak about it. Of course, we are going to do tarot reading at the end of the session or whenever there is a calling. But this topic was supposed to come out now. Now is the right time. Initially, I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready to come out and speak about spirituality, religion, numerology, astrology, tarot reading, and energies. This video is going to be a combination of all these things. So any of this topic interests you, stay back, and disclaimer is again, I am the one who has gone through multiple things since last 3 years. The purge has been happening and this is purely my experience. I'm also into numerology. I'm myself do numerological readings. I also do Vastu readings. Oh, sorry, Vastu consultation. Somewhere a bit about astrology too. But yes, here is a fact. We, human beings, have been more inclined towards fake things. And especially with this era, there are too many things. So be aware of fake news, fake processes, or something that is making you feel fearful. Before we start this process, the cards that came out, because I was still hesitant to speak about it or not, it kept coming like this. Trust the process. Everything is good. Be creative about it. Tonality. Totality was the right word, yes. Throughout this video, I may have hiccups. I may have uncleared words. Excuse me for the same because I'm cleansing out yet. I'm clearing my throat chakra yet. So yes, let's begin. Go ahead and deep dive into spirituality, religion first. Or let's begin with astrology, numerology first. So should we believe completely in astrology, numerology? What is it exactly? When we are born at a certain time on a certain particular date. Yes, the confirmation. But what does that indicate? Does that indicate that we have our complete life written in advance? No, that's partially correct. I would say it partially correct because I have seen examples in front of me whose numbers were really different, were trying to say that this current phase is not that great for them, but they have become millennia into that phase. Why? Because they followed certain process of energies. They followed what their instincts said. Now let's deep dive into astrology and numerology first. Numerology and astrology is one thing talking about a blueprint. It is just like a Google map. A map which shows you the road, but does a Google map know why you're supposed to reach there? What is your intention behind that? What would be the outcome out of it? No, it doesn't have any idea why and where and how. Where and how, Google Map is there to help you with the route, but not with your intentions, not with the intensity how you're proceeding ahead into your life. So it's all up to you what kind of choices you make. Map also gives you 2 to 3 routes. It also tells you like this route might take this much amount of time and the other route might take lesser amount of time. So start treating numerology and astrology just like a Google map. That means it's a roadway, it's a pathway. Many of them, or I have heard it somewhere on one of the videos while I was watching and I was learning numerology, 99%, it is believed that 99% of the population doesn't follow their profession, hence they have these kind of struggles, and I believe in that. So when you are consulting anyone, I want to choose a profession and I'm confused, should I be going ahead with this or not, but I would want to choose something for an easy path in my life. Should I be consulting a numerologist or an astrology? Yes. You can go out and look out for the options that would suit you, because ultimately, if you are born on a particular date, yes, the ultimate purpose is going to be different. Like me, I'm a 7 number born. So 7 numbers are going to end up getting into spirituality by today or tomorrow, whenever the awakening happens. 3 numbers are supposed to communicate. They are supposed to be in the business of communication. Today or tomorrow, they will have to come down. And if they don't, they may take a rebirth. They will reincarnate to complete this purpose in the next birth. That's how it happens. So every number has got its own way, own number importance. About the numbers we shall speak in some other video, 05055, as I was talking about this, yes. Every number has got multiple professions. I'm not just talking about one, but they have got multiple professions. So wherever you feel more inclined, you take that. So if I want to have a proper career, should I be checking onto my numerological chart, astrological chart? Yes, go ahead and do that. Do that. I was someone who never believed into spirituality, who never believed into tarots. I always felt it's weird. How can tarot talk about it so much? I don't believe in it. Until 3 years back. Yes, until 3 years back. When an incident happened and I went through a random tarot reader, I got my readings done, but then I laughed onto it. Someone known, when they came to me and they said, yes, this is how it works, that is where my interest got generated. So I was never into spirituality back in my times. I always chose a different profession. I have been a hostess, I've been into modeling, I've been into real estate, into construction, into sales, into post sales. I've done almost all the profiles in my life. And finally, I'm here. I'm also a professional teacher. So yes, I've done so much into my life, and today I'm sitting down here because this was my ultimate experience. And now I don't say that I have chosen a wrong path. Yes, but I chose a long way. Why I say a long way? Because I have to go through all the experiences to reach to this profile. So if you feel inclined towards asking for whether should I be going ahead to this profession or not profession, and you feel inclined taking consultation from a numerologist and astrologist, do that. But if you still internally feel like, no, I don't want to have this consultation, so there are higher chances you would only listen to yourself. And the biggest reason, if you fail, it won't be a failure, it would be a learning. Biggest reason for all the failures, the downfall, is it's trying to teach you something, it's trying to lead you somewhere else. So everything happens for a reason here. Now, coming back, profession, yes. If you feel inclined, yes. But don't get too rigid about certain things here. Too rigid. Like, I don't feel like dancing. I don't love dancing, say. For instance, I love dancing, by the way. I don't love dancing. And my astrologist said that you are supposed to be in some form or some other form of art. You are supposed to be quite creative person. And I feel like, I don't feel like too creative in my life. But yes, I'm a good painter. Painting is an art. Or I'm a good singer. Singing is an art. Or I'm just, coming up with some kind of marketing ideas. I'm creation. It's a creativity idea. Yes, I'm good at it. I'll do that. So take what resonates again. Don't get so rigid about certain things. Don't bring it as yes, this is a determined future and I would be going ahead with the same. Second thing, coming to your relation part. Should I be marrying, consulting, any of them? I'm sorry, I don't advocate that. I don't advocate that. And the biggest reason behind that, I've seen examples, they are tuning up so much into their astrological charts and as per their numerological combinations. But eventually, one person plans like, okay, I want to move ahead, I want to grow in my life, and the second person has got so comfortable into it that they don't want to move ahead. Possibly, they both were quite a match initially, but it's all upon everyone's individual's awakening. We really don't know who wants to ascend first and who doesn't want to. But because one wants to go ahead, the second doesn't want to go ahead, the first person might feel stuck, will always be into this controversial things like, I don't know what is happening, but I don't feel like leaving this person and I don't feel like living on the same thing, same level as such as well. So there is always a conflict inside this person's mind, and then the depression, the sadness and everything comes at a level. So yes, how to choose your partner? Energies. You will never be inclined towards a person who is living on a lower floors. You will always be quite a match to a person who is at your par or who is little above, who inspires you in some way or the other, or who is almost equivalent to you. Energies keeps changing. So listen to your inner self and ask yourself, should I be? Is this person a correct person? Now, look at situation as a third person. Imagine yourself as your own sister, your own brother, and ask yourself, would I guide my sister or my brother like this? Would I recommend them to be with this partner? Write down everything. Your intuitions will talk about it a lot. A relationship cannot be a fixed one. We all have karmic relations. We go ahead with karmic relations. So if something is making you blindfolded at that point of time and later it didn't work out, that does not mean you were a problem. That means you were supposed to learn something out of it, and hence once the lesson is learned, you are out of this now. So everything happens again for a reason. So if certain relations have not worked in your life, the biggest reason was they were supposed to teach you a lesson, you learned your lesson, and you are now out of it, clearly. Coming back to tarots. Tarot is purely intuitive readings. 1111, as I said that, yes. It's purely an energy read. Of course, initially you would learn technicalities of it, so to start reading it, but eventually every card will have a different meaning. So it's purely an intuition read. It is just a tool to your intuitions. Many a times we have so much of cluster into our mind that there are so many noises around that we are not able to listen to our intuitions. So at that point of time, when you pick your, this is Oracle, when you pick your tarot deck, you would know exactly what is going on inside you. So let's pick. Here's a calling. This video is going to be very different than my usuals. Yeah, you have got all the strength. Whoever you are, you're listening. You have got all the strength, and this card was there at the last of the deck, but then it came out again now. You have got all the strength to move out of this current situation. 1218, as I was talking about it, yes. So tarot is trying to say that you have got the strength to go ahead and speak about it, so be clear, it's okay. Thank you, Noah, thank you. Yeah, whoever you are, you're listening, 1233, you are supposed to listen to this. Thank you for watching. You are my soul tribe again, because yes, this is a way too important message. Now, why am I saying this again and again? Because today, unfortunately, we have got so many fake videos, fake gurus, fake mentors, recently created people who go out and say so many things to invest into crystals, invest into processes. I'm not saying I deny that I believe in them. No, I do believe. But honestly, tell me one thing. You see a video and you come across a point where the video is trying to say, if you don't have money, do this, you will get money. My bank balance is say 0. I don't know good about bonding. That's why it's creation basis and we are cleansing out. See, suppose it is like that. And someone said that you go ahead and do a donation of, you make some 10 people, feed some 10 people out there, 11 people out there. But you have nothing in your bank account. Now you would have to take a loan to go ahead and feed. What is this? What process do we call it? Will it work? It won't. Because out of fear that if I don't do this, I may not have money. Out of fear, you would do it. And on top of it, you're creating a loan cycle onto yourself, taking over responsibilities, being overwhelmed. Life is not supposed to be this difficult at all. No. If you are under a certain situation, it is trying to teach you something. The moment you will learn your lesson, you will be out of the situation. The life is supposed to be this simple. And I'm saying it's this simple because the answers are not nowhere outside. It's inside you. When I talk about fake gurus, fake spiritual people out there, or saying, I'm sorry to say all these things, but then I have seen people creating so much of fear inside you that you are mandatorily going back, taking their appointments, going ahead and investing that kind of money, doing everything. I don't want to say much about it, but yes, you're doing everything over and above your capabilities right now, financially I'm talking about capabilities, you're capable of doing a bigger thing, but you're doing everything to take that person in your life. Spells, you're casting spells. Well, there are so many things out there. Life is supposed to be way too easy. Where are you investing your energy, your time, and your money makes a lots and lots of difference. And unfortunately, this social media has come up with so many videos that pulls you down. Like, you didn't do this, hence your day has not gone correct. Will you go back to a numerologist every single day to ask how my day is today and what I should be doing this? Or will you go to an astrologer or tarot reader, what should I be doing this every single day? Why? You don't need any of them. You don't need any of them. You need them only when you have a major block going on and you're not getting a clarity of why this block, what can I do to be coming out of the block. Asking the right question makes a lots and lots of difference. My questions have always been straightforward, but I never got the right mentor to come back and give me the right straight answer. To whoever I've invested in lakhs together, but whoever I went, and I chose them as my mentors initially. I went to many tarot readers, to psyche, to channelers. But the question I had were very clear. Why this person? What is this person trying to teach me? And the only answer I got, emotional bond. That's it. I want an answer to what is emotional bond? What do you mean by emotional bond? Do I need to be connected emotionally right now? But why do I have this kind of a need? Okay, it's depth. Trying to decode as simple as possible. So going to these or any of these people or dependency onto these things are never going to give you an answer. The answer is way too simple. When I wake up first thing in the morning, what am I willing to do? What my body is asking me to do? What am I more inclined towards? Take things responsibly. I'm not saying go ahead and keep sleeping, feel lazy. No. You're not someone who will be listening to this video. I'm pretty sure about it. I've attracted and manifested the right kind of people to watch this video. So whatever your body is trying to say, your instincts are trying to say, your intuitions are so powerful that they speak volumes. It is just us, our human mind, that keeps neglecting it. No, I have seen this person is so loyal to me, but they will never cheat. My energies are saying there is something fishy going on behind the back. But there are so many proofs attached to this person that feel like, oh, I might be overthinking. No, your intuitions are quite powerful. You don't have to seek any of your answers outside. It's inside. So do I go back to them on daily basis? No, my intuitions are powerful enough, and if they are not, I have to create that power within me. Talking about astrology, numerology, and tarot, what you should be doing when I take a bigger picture, if I want to look at a bigger picture, like where am I supposed to head? Am I supposed to be living in this current city if I'm feeling so much of trouble? If there is no money flow, why? If there are broken marriages, I'm not getting clarity of answers. Yes, seek answers from them. Seek answers. But put in your inputs as well. Listen to your higher self as well. If you're not getting a clarity, seek. But choose the person wisely. I have met very handful of them who are very powerful and they were quite genuine. But they are low line. I have not seen them on social media. On social media too, I've got a couple of them who are very genuine and they are decent. But please be open, read energies. That's how you select the right person for your life. And if you're here with me right now, thank you for choosing me. Because your soul has chosen me. Your soul has chosen me to listen to me here. 1920, as I was talking about it. Yeah. Your soul knows who to listen and who not to listen. And unfortunately, when you start listening to every day, you start watching your horoscope on everyday basis, if there is any negative point, it will impact and tame your day as per that. Whenever you observe this, when I used to read my daily horoscope. Now I've stopped completely. Because initially when I saw, even if I didn't have a doubt inside my mind, but if I saw something bad was written onto it, my mind tamed my day like that, made it like that. If I was supposed to be fearful, I had that fear throughout the day. So I stopped completely listening to that. Now also when I listen to multiple, I do listen to a couple of tarot readers out of motivation, because we all need motivation. Now motivation does not mean they are wrong. Everything happens. Rightly, it will happen. If I'm inclined towards certain reading, it is happening. It is already happening. It's just that I'm not able to understand how much it has happened. Now, for instance, many a times I also come back and say, today, some particular day, on this particular day, something is going to happen. Now, that might not be visible. It's not like you would be able to touch it, feel it, but there is something happening inside you as well. There is a shift into your mindset. The beliefs have changed. The old beliefs have gone out. So always I get 24th was again a day. I don't know in previous recordings have I said that or not, but yes, I'm opening up my throat chakra today, sitting in front of you, and I'm taking second most important decision of my life today again. Not to be announced here. Yeah. So something internally is happening. You have to look, where were you on that particular day, and what is the difference between yesterday and today, and what is my perspective change, what has changed in me. So if something is happening, it's happening. It's for sure happening. Just that you might not be able to see it through your eyes. You might be able to feel it. You might be able to experience it. It may come in a different version. So you are supposed to be open to it. Okay, coming back to, should I be listening? It's your will. If you feel like, you feel motivated, I only listen to people who makes me feel who makes me smile, who makes me feel better. I'm not saying better in the sense they are faking it again. No, they come back to the same point. I also come back to the same point over and over again. So that means I'm supposed to listen to it until I'm healed out of it completely. I leave people when I'm done learning my lesson. That's how you evolve. That's how you change. Well, I leave that onto you. Coming to religion and spirituality. Well, religious person is someone who would have a ritual throughout the day. Like, I need to wake up at this hour, Brahma Muhurat we say, and I need to offer water to sun. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to be praying. I need to have a temple in my home, and I need to keep lighting a diya. I need to do all these things. Need to visit a, like, there is a compulsive routine that you follow. Spirituality is purely believing in energies. Now, I'm not saying a spiritual person does not believe in deities. I believe in Shiva and Shakti. But like Shiva and Shakti, there are yin and yang. And different cultures, it come with different names. End of the day, these are energies, a feminine and masculine energies. Purely feminine, masculine energies, 2332 as I was talking about it. So if I have to differentiate, a religion is coming to a limited belief. This might create a controversy. A spirituality is a wider concept. Believing in science, confirmation, believing in energies, metaphysic level, light workers. We have all the energetically understanding like what is happening around us. There are planetary movements, but how much and movement is trying to impact us, what we can manifest, where am I feeling right, where am I not feeling right, what is happening around me, and what I should be doing in these circumstances, or should I be just keeping mum. Energy speaks volume. Everything is energy. So yes, it's all up to you what you want to believe. Now, why was I hesitant to talk about it? Because, again, unfortunately, many of mentors, many people out there, many videos out there who are trying to scare the hell out of us. you don't do this, you will not you will not experience what? Heaven. You don't do this, everything would go wrong. Just because your period is not really good and you will not have success. Everything works in your favor when you start believing in your energies, when you start believing in your intuitions. Life is as simple as that. Stop giving your time, your energy to something which is not motivating you. If it's motivating you, carry on. I'm saying why? Because sometimes we don't have clarity, but these videos, if certain videos motivate you, try to bring you up, even if that does not resonate that well, but if that gives you a push to keep going. Certain videos are pushed to keep going. Yeah, certain videos are pushed to keep going because it takes time for us to come out of this old trapped belief, to heal ourselves, to ascend, and to move ahead. So yes, it takes a decent time, but to be consistent on this journey, we sometimes may need an external motivation. Certain point of time, you will come to a stage where you will not seek any of such external motivation. So if you're someone who is ascending, you would go through this process. You would need certain patterns. You would be automatically inclined. You will not be pushed, but you will be inclined towards watching certain videos which will give you more empowerment. It's just a push. It's all you. Whatever you're doing, it's all you. Because you will only pick certain things which are resonating to you, and you will drop everything that really doesn't resonate to you. So that's what you're going to do. That's what my say as of now on these topics are. It is just a start, but yes, something fell off. And I don't know what card. Wait. Yeah. It fell off. Oh God, the blindfold has come out with this message. Such and such. Thank you, angels. Such a confirmation. 22777. The blindfold has fallen. The colored glasses have fallen. The truth has come out. Yes, the truth has come out. People are running behind materialistic gains, and they are just thinking about themselves. They are just thinking about how can I benefit out of this person, to create fear. People are creating fear. I'm forced to say this here. I didn't wish to. But recently I came across an experience where I saw this Pandit who came up and gave certain information to a father about a daughter. And this father got so hell scared. Since I am in touch with that person, he came and he asked, Divya, I don't know, I came across this news about my daughter, so should I believe in this or not? I said, trust your daughter, I guess. Trust your daughter. I don't guess, but I have spoken. Go with the energies. Like we did an energy work. We went and did proper consultation and things sorted out. And after this point, everything sorted out, I would rather say it this way. But see, everything happens for a reason. That priest said something, that Pandit said something that brought in a point of breakthrough. Why? Because that was the moment when a father realized that, am I not that close? My daughter is not that comfortable talking to me directly about this. Am I not taking a friendly talk? Am I not considering a friendly talk with my daughter? So it was a break-even point, breakthrough point, if I see it this way. But many a times, had the father chosen to follow what he said, he might have just created a difference between a father and a daughter by saying, do this ritual, follow these things, do this, whatever, prayers, invest into this. Yeah. Oh yeah, there were many cards. This card is trying to say, that see, the power is in your hand. You want to give that power to someone else, it's all your choice. You want to give it to others to dictate your life and to lead your life, it's all up to you. But you are the creator of your own life. The power is inside you. Your intuitions are very high. Let's see what this rings in. What you need to hear as a last message of this video. The justice is done. Why do I feel all these cards are for myself? I don't know how this video is being approached, where it will head, who would listen. If you are someone who's still here with me, 30-40 on the timer, I love you. I love you, and I know you're ascending. I know you're getting your justice done. And I know that you are not meant for small things. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be growing out, and you're meant to be leading your life in a most powerful way. Come out of these things. And you have successfully come all your struggles that you went through. Every detachment that you are processing now is happening for a reason. It was meant to happen at this point of time, and you were supposed to go through this for a highest, biggest reason. Yeah, you're fighting for the right things, okay? You're fighting for the right things. And the simplest way, you're traveling, because you're in transaction, you're traveling, you're shifting your mentality, you're shifting your perspective. So yes, everything is happening for a reason, honey. Don't worry, you're on the right path. You're still here in this video, 44 on the timer. Yes, you are on the right path. This is confirmation to you all. You are going to flourish. Whoever you are, I don't know. Whoever is listening to me, I love you. Thank you. You are going to flourish. You are flourishing already. You are flourishing already. You have entered that timeline. My throat needs rest now. I love you all. Thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed to my video, please do subscribe. And yes, stay blessed. Stay humble. You are on a right path. Another confirmation. Keep going. Don't stop now. Don't look back. Things are working and taking you for a bigger mass, not just for those cringy people. They were supposed to leave. You learned your lesson. They are leaving now. Let them go. Love you.